Flood zones and what they mean and how to look at them. This is a map of Chatham County, North Carolina. It's an area in Chatham County, North Carolina, and I pulled up an area that has a flood zone in it. So this blue is a flood zone. I'm using the GIS, which is available in every county, I think across the country, geographic information systems. You just have to type the county and GIS into your browser and it should come up, and then you log in. So anyway, um, this most of these GIS will just have layers that you can choose. Here we've got selected flood hazard areas, and I usually check hydrology too, so you can see where water is if you're looking at properties. But for the flood zone, they've got let's see, you should have a legend here, and this says that the stripes is 1% annual chance, 100 years, and the dots are a 500-year flood zone, so a 0.2% annual chance of flooding. So it's a very low chance of flooding. What it means if you're using this land for building a house, for investing, is that if you're building a house, you have to get flood insurance in order to get a loan on these properties. Flood insurance is normally around $60 to $80 a month additional, on top of your mortgage. So it'd be $700 to $800 a year, roughly. But lenders, as long as you're getting flood insurance, my understanding is that lenders are not too worried about this, especially when you're in a 100-year or 500-year flood zone. If you're in a more, aggressive flood zone, probably not. This is called a floodway here, and that's in this middle section. I mean, they probably aren't going to lend if you're in a floodway, but if you're in a 100-year or 500-year flood zone, you're going to be able to get a loan, and it's just going to mean you'll need flood insurance on top of that. So $700 or $800 a year. When you're looking at properties here, like this lot would be fine. You just got a little bit of a flood zone on the back. Obviously, this lot we wouldn't be interested in because it's got the floodway and the flood zones in it. If you've got something like this where it's on the back of the property, you can put a house up here and be fine. So that's how we look at it when we're analyzing properties. We could scroll this up and see what else we have here. These lots would be tougher, I would say, because they're completely in the 100-year flood zone. So we'd have to check and see. Obviously, you should try and get a lower price if you're dealing with a seller who has a property in a flood zone, because it's going to be more work and it's going to cost more money. Sometimes there are construction parameters that you have to meet. You have to have like a 3-foot foundation or things like that with some of these flood zone areas. It depends on the county, when you're going to build. Depends on the municipality and what they require, and probably how much of the flood zone is present. Again, here you could probably put a house up on the front of it, but you get the idea. Those are some things to think about when you're looking at properties, vacant land with a flood zone present.